Hey guys, Tyler from Burly Gaming here with my review of Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. This is off of my reviews based off of the PS4 version. I haven't heard too much about the other two versions being on the Xbox One or the Nintendo Switch. So I'm just showing you the X Collection 1. Mine's a digital copy of the game. I'm just stating that for first and foremost. If you are a Mega Man X fan, definitely worth picking up. If you've played the classic series through either on like the Legacy Collection 1 and 2, the Anniversary Collection, or even if you played the Mega Man 2 on the NES Classic Edition, I would definitely highly recommend. If you had the Super Nintendo Classic Edition and played Mega Man X1 and you enjoyed it a lot, definitely pick it up. Few things are similar to the Legacy Collection, and few things are not. I only have the original Legacy Collection. I didn't get Legacy Collection 2, but so for this, the first Legacy Collection for the X, you have X1, 2, 3, and 4. The nice thing is you can change by hitting the square button in my case, or the X button on the Xbox controller, the versions between the Japanese and the English version between all four games. You also have the museum, which is nice, getting all the different artwork you can from the different games using music. But the product gallery, this is kind of cool, seeing the different action figures that they had out during the different times. Very cool stuff I would have loved to know. The Deus Sigma, which I thought was an interesting addition, because for those who don't know, it's a short film kind of explaining early on history before the events of Mega Man X1. It was included on the PSP game Maverick Hunter X, which is a reimagining. The story in this takes a few liberties from the canon because of they remove a certain character that you'll see if you play the games in X2 and 3, but is no longer shown in X4 onward. But also the huge feature is the X Challenge. Just quickly showing this off. I won't spend too much time. So I don't have hard mode unlocked. I've only done the first one on each, but you face off in certain Mavericks. You can do X Buster only, or you can pick 3 weapons and you're stuck with that. I'm not going to go too much in detail. One thing I kind of hate, which I'll show when I go back, is back here in these games from the original Legacy Collection. You could save at any time. I'm just loading up X4, so I could save in between the middle of the stage if I wanted to, which was great. They don't give you that option. For X1, 2, and 3, you only have one save slot that I can see. X4 still has the multiple save slots, so when I go to continue, load previous game data, I have multiple data files. I'm using X4 for an example here because it improves the load time from the original PlayStation version. I'm just going to Web Spider. For those who do know, I use the Ultimate Armor cheat just to test to see if that works, and it does. So it is a faithful recreation. But some of the other features, oops, wrong button, touchpad. In case you have Rookie Hunter mode, which will decrease the amount of damage you take, and I believe it increases your damage a bit. You can pull up the manual, which gives you for the controls. So you got your screen size, you can reduce it or full size it. The full size I highly don't recommend. The filters, so you have a standard filter that makes it better, CRT style filter, and modern. No filter at all. Wallpaper, I haven't unlocked them all, but you can use from the other X games or one from X Challenge. I don't really like that border much, but nonetheless you can affect it in different ways. the Legacy Collection 1 is very balanced and well with games. I really do like X1, 2, and 4. X3 I've never finished, but this is the Super Nintendo version, which be interesting because I have the X Collection on the PS2. I've never finished this. Maybe I will. X3 is really hard at the beginning. But I kind of wish we had the save function from the Legacy Collection, or one feature I really liked from that is I could change the controls from any game of the 4X games, of the 6X games. And this, I can only change for X4 and onward the control setting. So now we're going to go to Legacy Collection 2 here, where it is not a very balanced on the game-wise. You get X5 through 8. 5 I've played a little. X6 I've played a little bit more than X5, because X6 I used to rent. I rented once or twice at a video store in town, because I played X1 on the Super Nintendo at a babysitter's, and X6 was the one I played at a movie rental place in my hometown, which eventually then I saw X4 cheap at a Toys R Us, I think, or something, and made me pick it up. X7 and X8 I've played very little of. I used Rookie Hunter mode just to try something. But you also get the same features for the game. You also get the Deus Sigma, but you also get the X Collection, X Challenge 1 and 2, which is some of the challenges are the same and some are not. I've unlocked far enough so I can't see them all, but you'll notice I have a few different weapons, but that's because we have from the later games in the series. They did import, since being these were all PlayStation, X5 and X6 being PlayStation 1 games, and X7 and X8 being PS2, Xbox, and GameCube games, they have improved the load times of them. If you played X1 and you want to try a little bit more of the series, I highly recommend buying just the first half, X Collection, Legacy Collection 1, because then you get 1 through 4. Other than 3, I think you'll really enjoy them. Legacy Collection 2 for 5 is okay from what I've played. I know it does get a little better. I beat, I think, about half the Mavericks, so it just gets a little very backtracky. Same with X3. And X6 speaks on itself for its infamy. X7 I've played very little. X8 I have definitely played the demo to, because I think it was included in Command Mission. It would have been nice, I know they didn't do it for the Legacy Collection, it would have been nice to include the Extreme games, or maybe the Maverick Hunter export as a kind of, you beat so much, here you go. I know they wouldn't include Command Mission, as that is an RPG and it kind of just doesn't fit with the rest of the games. But I'd only recommend Legacy Collection 2 if you're a diehard fan. You can buy them both together on disc or digital, or you can buy just each one you need separate. I think it's 49 Canadian per game for the double pack, and like 20 something each. I definitely recommend the first half Legacy Collection. Let me know what you guys think of it. Are you fans of the X series? Are you going to pick this up? Let me know. It's been Tyler from BurlyCast Gaming. See you guys next time.